Coming up on Mountain News this morning, the coal industry continues to become smaller in the Commonwealth, affecting the economy in more than one way. And a Floyd County church is in need of assistance after being damaged by the flooding last year.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Kelfie. The time is 6:31 on August 15th. Now let's check in with Chief Forecaster Brandon Robinson for a look at your forecast this morning. And Brandon, the rain is moving out and the sun is moving in, and I could not be more excited. It seems like we're going to get a little bit of a taste of fall as well.
Oh, listen, that's the thing I'm most excited about.
Oh,
is
I
the
know.
cooler temperatures. Me and summer do not get along. We do not get along.
It's been really hot lately.
Exactly. So here's the thing. If you're going to miss that summer heat, don't you worry. It's still August. It'll be back before you know it. But let me have the next couple of days, all right? Let's take a look at Lake Cumberland this morning over in Pulaski County. Thanks to our friends at Spida for that camera. Sun is coming out. Look at that. Beautiful skies there above Lake Cumberland. And that's what I got these socks on for. I'm trying to channel my inner sunshine. All right, temperatures still dropping behind the cold front out there. 68 in Moorhead, 67 in Irvine, 70 in Somerset, 69 Jackson, Manchester, Ashland, Middlesboro. So there's kind of a line there, kind of a break in the line there where the temperatures are dropping and where they're not. Dew points down to 60 in Irvine, 68, Moorhead, Somerset. So still a bit soupy out there. Once we get down past 65, we should be in pretty good shape. Clintwood at 49 on the dew points. Next 12 hours up into the upper 70s, and that's about it. I'd be in 80 somewhere if we get the sun out faster, but for the most part, it's going to be a very nice and much more comfortable end to this Tuesday. Olivia?
All right, thank you, Brandon. A Magoffin County man is dead after trying to restore electricity this past weekend. Jamison Hall of Salyersville died last Saturday after suffering injuries which led to his death. Hall was doing work near Preston Highway at Loretta Street in Louisville when the incident happened. The cause of death was described as consistent with a high voltage electrocution by the Jefferson County Coroner's Office. Hall was 29 years old. A man has died after a crash earlier this month in Wise, Virginia. Police say it happened on August 2nd on Route 58A. They say a pickup truck ran off the road and hit a pedestrian. The driver of the truck, 36-year-old Krista Osborne of Norton, was not injured. The pedestrian, 51-year-old David Hupp of Norton, was taken to the University of Tennessee Medical Center and died on Saturday. Osborne was charged with reckless driving. One woman is recovering following a weekend crash in Wayne County. It happened Sunday night at the Belden intersection in Monticello. 72-year-old Linda Slavin of Monticello was driving an SUV through the intersection westbound on Highway 90. As she was doing so, another driver was turning into the intersection heading eastbound when that driver hit Slavin's car. Slavin was taken to the Wayne County Hospital for treatment. We do not know her condition at this time. The coal industry is a large part of the mountain history. While power companies are switching to cleaner energy sources to help the planet, some say it is hurting miners and mines in the region. WYMT's Madison Carmouche spoke with JRL Coal about what energy source changes mean for them and the industry.
Whether you are a coal miner or you know a coal miner, the mountain culture is intertwined with the coal industry.
That's what we've, all been raised on. I'm like a third, fourth generation miner, and that's, what you was raised on and how the way of life was.
As coal plants retire and coal mines close, the economic effects can be felt by many people, and not just those who work in the mines.
Coal miners at a certain mines, they'd pick out one store, and everybody, all three shifts, would go to that same store. When those mines shut down, that short time, the store shut down too.
When a mine shuts down, miners have to find other work, which may lead them away from southeastern Kentucky.
They're going to get other jobs. They can work in any industry. A guy that can be a coal miner can do anything. And when there's no work in coal, he's going to leave. And that's just taking the heart and soul right out of the mountains.
Shepard says he is worried about how the rapid closing of mines and plants will impact the electric grid and not just miners.
These plants closing is something that it's getting to the point where it's not only affecting coal miners, it's going to affect everyone. We're going to see it in our utility bills. We're going to see it in, you know, hot summers, cold winters. There's going to be maybe times where we don't have power.
In Harlan County, Madison Carmouche, WYMT Mountain News.
Those at JRL Coal say the industry is like a family no matter what county they work in. They say the community cannot afford to lose people because of the industry diminishing. The start to the new school year has been a difficult one for folks working in the Jefferson County Public School System. The Fayette County Public School System has been practicing routes and making changes they see fit in the wake of the bus fiasco that happened last week in Louisville. Todd Samuelson drives one of about 250 buses for the school district. He says practicing the routes is only going to make them more efficient.
The child on their backpack will have a tag of a certain color, and that is the bus that they get on at the school.
Samuelson says it is their responsibility to get their students to the right place, so working through the flaws beforehand can prepare them for a busy first day. Interim Transportation Director Kim Webb also says they are in much better shape compared to previous years when it comes to bus drivers. Knott County Central High School senior Sawyer No was recently awarded a high honor. He ranked first place in impromptu speaking across the country. After several competitions with the National Speech and Debate Organization through Knott County schools, Sawyer No leads every other student in the country, saying he hopes to encourage others to join the program.
I just hope that this activity can continue to flourish and thrive, not just here in Knott County, but all over Kentucky. It is the single most beneficial activity any student could be involved in, and any student that is thinking about getting involved in speech and debate, I would just say it will be the best decision you could possibly make.
No says he hopes to pursue something in politics or law, and if you've ever heard him speak, it would not come as a surprise. Finally, one Hazard educator has moved on to the semifinals in his quest for the 2024 Teacher of the Year award. Hazard math teacher and assistant principal Luke Glazer is one of 10 teachers still in the running and one of just 3 teachers in the high school ranks. If Glazer is named the state winner, he will represent Kentucky in the national competition. The national winner will receive a gift of $10,000 in cash along with other benefits. One Floyd County congregation is looking for help to rebuild its church more than 1 year after floodwaters poured through. WYMT's Buddy Forbes has more about a location with a more than 200-year legacy.
It's devastating to just walk in here and to see the damage that was done. And this is the line, how deep it was, the water was in here.
Since its inception in 1808, Stone Coal Old Regular Baptist Church has weathered many storms.
I've seen it go through 3 floods, and it's my life.
But for people in the Garrett community, the most recent flood is threatening a space that helped build them.
It's a family thing for us.
It is.
My grandmother brought me here my first time. I think I was 4 years old. I can remember sitting in the pews up there, and when the preacher started and the lady started crying, I tried to leave, and she got me in her lap and held me there.
More than 1 year after floodwaters poured through, the church sits unusable.
When you lose something like this, that it's not only a loss of a building, it's a loss of a lifetime. This is where they started to repair, and then they seen it, the funds was not available.
Now, with no other options, its membership is hoping for help to recover.
The membership is small, so we had to slow down and find out what monies we could afford.
Looking for donations from the community, a place that has kept the church rooted for more than 2 centuries.
I hope to see this church when I die, that the church is still here, functioning as a church.
Praying for a helping hand to get it back on a solid foundation.
You can see what it did to the floor where it raised this part up and this went down.
I just hate to leave this old world with this church in the shape it's in.
Rebuilding the church and reconnecting the community. In Floyd County, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Donations can be mailed in or sent electronically. Information on how to be involved is available on our website.
.641 here on this Tuesday morning. The Mountain Parkway camera, the Wolf Pound County line close to Slade, not quite on daytime mode just yet, but you can see it's brightening up, so that's a good sign out there. 67 up that way, 68 Moorhead, 67 in Irvin, 69 in Ashland, Jackson, Manchester, 68 Williamsburg, Somerset, 69 in Middlesboro, 68 now in Hazard. So those 70s becoming fewer and far between as we get closer to the morning hours. Your headlines for today, we're going to see those slow clearing. We're already seeing some of that already. Cooler temperatures for the next couple of days, and we're going to see an upward trend heading toward the weekend. So summer not done just yet, but it will be dry for the next several days. Olivia?
Thank you, Brandon, and thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:41. Still to come on Mountain News this morning. Support for Hawaii continues to come in as thousands of people are still missing.